Hi guys. First of all, I introduce myself. My name is Lokesh and I am a second English student. Why I am today come to a live means I am going to prepare for my interview in a Python programming language. So today we are going to see what are the things in a Python and a concept, the entire things how to prepare for an interview if you're going for a Python language type of interview means you guys can watch this. And it is not an general video about Python for the interview questions. Today we are going to see how to explain the concept to the interviewer for 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 interviewer, how to answer for the question to the interviewer. So I am also a student. We are going to learn together. So let me start. We are not to waste time. So we are going to use an VS Code this for this one for this learning purpose. 1 minute I will upload create one file for this. Yeah, I think it's working. Thank you for let me close all other tabs. The interview will be in both Tamil and English. So whenever I feel comfortable in Tamil, I will speak in Tamil for my understanding. And while speaking in English means for my improving my communication. For that only I speak in English. Yeah, today we are going to see about Python programming language. We are going to see the entire topic. Like we will open the doc string. I will explain each and everything in Python. Every concept in a Python. First, we are going to see we remove the topics, data types. What is Python and futures of Python. What is next? We are going to see variables, variables, data types. Next, operations, Python, operation or operation and operator, control statement and the control statement. Next, what we have means memory management, memory management, memory management. Next, we are going to see about memory management. Next, what we are going to see memory management. Next, for loops. Next, functions. I think so. We have functions, functions, and loops concept. Loops means it is an object oriented programming. What what does this means? What is means? What does this means like in a real world we have called all things as an object. Like if you take anything like in a sheet, have a 3D shape, or it will be in any dimension shape. Be in one dimension, two dimension, or three dimension. So let me take we are using a computer or a phone to watch a live. The computer phone is an object. No, it's just an object. So car, if you talk about car, bike, car are an object. So these kind of things are in a existing real world. So how to exist it in a virtual world? It is by creating the real world object in a virtual object. It is we using an object-oriented programming language. In that we have a certain rules for creating that object. If you want to create a car, means we cannot create a physical car in a virtual thing in a virtual environment, but we can do the functions or the similarity of the car, how they behave. So these kind of things we can do in our programming language. So in that way we can create that object existing in the virtual world. So here we use a class and objects and methods. That inside of class only we use methods. The overall methods are called objects. So how means I will tell the structure of hooks. First we want to create the class. It is a blueprint of our project or of our object we are going to create. If we let me take a real world example, if you're going to build a home means before building a home you want to buy a land. After buying the land you'll go and reach out to the architect or a building contractor. You will ask I want to build a house in my land. They what will do? They will create a first. They will create the plan for our house, how it will look, what are the things we want, like door, windows, rooms, how many rooms. It will be not existing in the real world till they not build, start to build. But before they, what we do, what he will do, what they do, they will create one plan that is called in a programming language classes. First, we will create the plan or the classes. Inside the classes, we will create the methods. The methods is called as a futures we want. If you're building a house means there is not only a walls. Four sides there is not will be an empty wall or a plain wall. There will be like windows, designs, various factors will become when you're building a home. Door, door lock. After we will create a separate room for each person. Dining area, kitchen, hall, bedroom, master bedroom. Then what are things with bathroom? These kind of things is called as method in a programming language. So it will 50 means these all things come under a plan. First we want to create a plan, then only we can implement all these things. So first we create a class, it's called as my house. Inside my house I will create a window, door, separate method. So after creating all the plans, I want to create the class with the object. It is a building. So each person cannot share the same house. In a world there are so many of people. They cannot share their house. One land only. Same land I buy. So each person have a separate land. So using that plan, everyone can build their own area, own building or own house. So for that time, the what we'll do if you have a plan means you can create the object easily. The what I telling means object means the it not really exists. It is near to exist. We want to exist that in a real world or in a existing one. So for creating an object, we want a class. Then only we can create an object. Okay. The object is a real-world instance. Instance means it is in our memory. We will write it in a note. Means it is an instance. Okay. We taking it out and putting in a environment where we can feel it, touch it. But in a virtual thing, we can create it and delete it. We can delete and create it. We can access whatever function it has. So it is in a basic overview of hooks. Let me see in depthly what are types of hooks concepts are there, how to use in a real world software applications. After hooks, we will see the advance of Python. Advance of Python, what will become means decorator, generator, then what are NumPy, pandas. First, we want to master these things. Then we go into the I will follow the data collections. After loops, we will use like data collections. Data collections. It will include like list, tuple, and set and dictionary. It will be called as the, 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 very nice. Yeah, let me continue. First, what is Python? What is Python? One minute, guys. I don't know how to remove the black screen here. Just that one thing. I will rectify it in a another video, next video. What is Python? It will make it as a markdown in 1 minute. How to convert to markdown? Oh, okay. First, we will off this one. This future is this kind of future is more bad for when you learn it. So off that one. Python is a programming language, and it is also a high level language. What we are going to do first, I will explain what are the. Okay, I will tell this right. First, I will explain what all I know. Then we are going to use an AI, and we are going to check what are the topics, the concept I have missed while explaining. So we are going to include that one also. So here Python is a programming language everyone know, and it is also a high level language. What does an high level language means? High level language means it is understood by a human. That is called as high level language. So if you see means Python is a very easy language to learn. It is like similar to English. The syntax, I will tell what is on a syntax. The syntax would be similar to English language. If you see means a class, I before itself explain what's in a class. The class and the class name. The class name is also easy. Like why it is an English word we have given for the class name. And def is a definition. Definition we want to give what definition name, the definition of a name, what definition we want to explain, and what is the definition and the answer inside that. So we want to give a definition name and a self. We will explain what these things self and these kind of things. Inside the function, I have given some type of logic or some lines of code. So it is an easiest language to learn, and it is also high level language, and it is a dynamic programming language. Dynamic programming, I will explain what this dynamic means. If you take other programming language like C Java means it will be so difficult to understand for me. I learned Java once upon a time. It is so difficult. So I switched to Python. It is easy and easy to understand and easy to learn. So in that, we want to know why it is dynamic. If you write a code in a, let me take an example. A is equal to 10 means it will assign a equal to 10. It is an integer. It is automatically converting the value in a, it automatically taking the value which data type. It is automatically assigning the value which data type it is. So it is be done by the Python virtual machine itself. Let me talk how the Python code is converting and getting an execute and giving us an output. Okay. First, we want to know. First, we see what is dynamic. What is dynamic means we give an value. We did not mention that what type of data type it is. The computer and the back end of the Python Visual Machine will automatically convert the value to which data type we assign the data type to the value itself. It will done by the Python backend itself. Okay, we did not need to specifically mention what type of data type it is. In other programming language, we want to mention what type of data type we're going to enter. If it is an integer, means integer, what variable we are going to use, and the value going to insert. So the computer like Java in a computing time, it will be easily compute. Why means we first of all giving the data type of the value. So the step is reduced in the Java. So for that only it is faster than Python. So for this only Python is slower than some language. Okay, now you understand what is dynamic. I think so. This is my understanding of dynamic programming. Which now what we are going to see means we're going to enter using Copilot in the VS Code. We change the hash. We are going to use like what is dynamic programming language. Explain me with an example. Shortly. We did not need the paragraph for that. We want to need only the understanding of it. We need the understanding of it. Okay. For this one also is thinking and reacting. So here we know I first of all tell dynamic typing. A variable can hold any type and change type during execution. Runtime evaluation. A type checking happen when the code runs, not before. Yeah. When I enter a equal to 10, the 10 values in an integer, it has stored in a variable named a. It not will be compiled, or it not will be check checking the values integer or not in a compile time. It would be done in a runtime. Okay. So before that, it will not will be checked by any other source. Flexible, less restriction, easy to write a code quickly. So it is a variable. So here we have some type of information. So we're going to copy and paste it here. What is dynamic typing? A dynamic programming language allows you to change a variable type at runtime and perform an operation without strict type checking beforehand. Here an example for that one also. X equal to 10, a type is integer, so it's an a type. Now all the x value are storing the different types. In a final, which data type it have stored? It's in a list. Why means the Python runs line by line. So when I changing the data type which is already stored in the variable, so it will be easily converted. So same variables now holds a string. Now it's a list. The same variable exchanges the time without a issue. It is a static language like Java C. It could cause an error. It is telling in a static language like Java and C, it could throw an error because need to declare the x as a specific data type. Another example, a value will be returned plus one work for number. With 6 it will return 6.5. Why means I first passed the value equal to be 5. So now the value stored as 5. The function works with the different data types being stored automatically in a static language. In a static language, you do not need to separate a function for each type. Function for each type. Yeah, it should be equal. Dynamic equal to flexible. That is only a dynamic is equal to flexible typing. Guys, here I am going to learn, and you guys also learn with me. So I show you how I learn. Yeah, why I started in this, I am now preparing for my interview. I don't know that much. I'm not ready for the interview. I think so. Why means I'm not on a confidence like I'm not good enough for that role or not have enough knowledge for that role. For that only I am here. I'm going to learn from an open space so that time I can be more flexible, easy. 1 minute I'll come. Yeah, guys, I'm back. Sorry for the delay. Let me continue from where we left. Dynamic equal to a flexible typing. Now you understand what is dynamic. In my understanding, how I will tell how Python runs. Okay, let me see how Python runs. Step one. Step one. High level language converted into low level language like binary code. Binary code or byte code, I think so. Byte code. So after converting that byte code, step two, using that byte code, Python virtual machine, machine compiler, compile the code in a line by line order. It is called as interpreter. So how means Python code, Python code, no, byte code, source code, sorry, source code, then it will be changed like source code into byte code, after byte code, after byte code, it will be changed the output, again the process and reverse order in the process and in a reverse order. Now what we going to do? We're going to go and check how Python runs. How Python runs. Explain with an example. Python code extension.py, the byte code, virtual machine output. Yeah, okay. Compilation to bytecode. Python convert a readable code into bytecode, intermediate code. This bytecode get cached in the py folder. Interpretation. Python virtual machine (PVM) reads a bytecode line by line, convert a bytecode to machine code that the CPU understand, execute it, and give an output. Reads a script and convert it into bytecode to CPython. 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 Virtual machine (PVM) execute a bytecode. Local variable x with a value and a local variable y with a value. Add x plus y, print the result, output will be. Why this is two-step process. Compilation, interpretation. Makes Python faster, bytecode is well checked. Question make Python flexible so bytecode works on different OS. So Python called interpreted language. Okay, let me copy this one and also store it in uh, Python to low-level language binary at bytecode without using machine compile line by line order. Let me remove this one. Bytecode output process in reverse order. Yeah. Now we have the what is Python? What are the Python futures are there? Share creative futures are there. It's like a basic Python questions. Like Python is an Python is easy to understand by human because it's similar to English. Comma Python Python have a easy syntax. Syntax means the structure the language have. In this structure only we can use this language. If you take an English means English language, they have some structures. Like if you want to form a sentence means you want to use some grammars, then only you can form a sentence. So in Python, if you want to create some code means you want to follow the rules they have defined for their language. In this way only you can use this code, this line. Like a is an variable. After a is an equal means we want to store some value. It is a structure. We want to follow that. Then only we can use the Python. So that is called as a syntax here. Okay. Python have easy syntax. Then Python Python have used in various various fields like web development, web development, machine learning, and machine learning, machine learning, then AI, artificial intelligence, intelligence, and where we using app development. We want to view five features compulsory. So they ask the features of Python. So app development, machine learning, artificial intelligence, web development, and game development, medical field. Then where they are using artificial AI, generative AI, these fields have used Python. First point, second point, third point, then fourth point. Sorry, fourth point. Fourth point will be easy to understand, easy syntax, various fields. They have used huge community, huge community. Community, what is a community? community, 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 which community? With. So if you, you have any doubt, means it can be easily clarified. Cla- clarified. Clarified. In fifth future, what we do? What we can do? We ask the head. What are the? It will also tell us it is in a dynamic programming language. Also, we can include that one also. Let me ask the AI first. What are the futures of Python? Futures of Python, easy to understand, learn. We have given this first one itself. Simple syntax, versatile. Oh, I forgot this one. Versatile, used in a many fields. That's versatile. Versatile. I forgot that name. Vers, versatile. 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 Large community support. Other importance like dynamic typing, interpreted language plans, open source. Yeah, yeah, I forgot to write that. Fifth one, dynamic, dynamic typing, interpreted language, open source, and a extensive libraries have their. So they have completed the two question. So let me go into markdown. We have completed only one question. Completed. The memory management will be come up here. Next, we going to see the memory management in Python. This is one set of nodes. So, this Python should be component 3. Let me create one markdown again. Memory management. In the future, we are going to see data analytic, data science, and DSA also. So be ready. Going to learn so much of things, guys. I will be live in most time. So if you want to chat with me, you can chat with me. It will be so fun to chat with me, guys. Chat with me. Chat with me means if you interactive means live will be so nice. Instead of talking, instead of like stuff me talking entire time, if you chat means like we talk about the topic given, topic you are asked, you are asked, you are asked. Okay. What is memory management? Why I asking the AI first itself means I not have that much of knowledge in memory. Like not that like I have knowledge in memory by knowledge in the memory in Python, but I'm not confident with that. So what is memory management in Python? Explain me in a step by step order with an example. There will be stack, heap, pointer, I think so. We come from first. Memory management in Python is automatic. Python handles a memory allocation and equal allocation. So, yeah, I know. Memory management will be managed by a Python itself. It's automatic. It will be locate and relocate and dislocate by itself without manual interaction. How memory allocation. When you create a variable, guys, I will tell what is variable. A Python allocate a memory in the heap. Okay, heap for an object or a stack for simple reference. Python allocate a memory for integer 5. Python allocate a memory for string. A reference count if a equal to 10, b equal to a, c equal to a means if I change the a value means it will affect all the three variables. Y means the 10 is in a one place and a stack have the place is called a heap. Heap a stack will store entire variable and point out the memory heap which value it have. Okay, now you understand I think so. That is a correct order. I think Python tracks and any variable point to the same object. Yeah, ID ID shows the location of the memory memory location of the variable reference to a. Garbage collection means when a reference count becomes zero, a Python automatically free that memory. A list have Python get a list reference count two, reference count delete zero. The Python automatically delete the list as a garbage collection. Simple example means ID language equal to same name will become name equal to Java means now the name converted into a Java and language also store Java. So delete name means entire system node will be deleted. I think so. Reference count for Python reduced by one. Why means a language here is stored same reference value. Yeah, name deleted to name and Python. I think so. Let me download one image from the Google for a reference. Mary Management of Python. Output reference same object is equal to dash one refers to the same object. Dun, dun, dun. Stack from a heap stack when a method function called reference variable are stored. Whenever function is called, a Python added to the call stack. Inside the function, all variable data like number and reference count are stored in a stack memory. Once the function finishes executing, used by it automatically. Simple term stack memory is temporary, only alive until the function or method call is running. allocation happen in a contiguous block of memory. Python compiles handle this automatically, so developer does not need to manage it. It is fast but it's limited in size. Stored in a stack memory where a function is called. As soon as the function ends, the memory is released automatically. Where the actual object values are stored. When a variable is created, a Python allocates its object value in a heap memory. A stack memory stores only the reference pointer to the object. So the actual object is stored in the heap memory. Okay, guys, let me continue where we left. We have left from memory management in Python. In memory management, we have like stack memory, heap memory, stack memory, and heap memory, and garbage collection. Garbage collection. How stack memory works? How stack memory works? Stack stores the temporary temper temper temporary temporary store na temporary memory. Here itself we ask what are the what is so we have given a memory stack. Yeah, this will be a best example. Stack function called the reference heap object in address வந்து 00 point y equal to same object. Okay, this as an example means. So automatic, no normal memory freeing needs like unlike C or C++. Reference counting Python counts how many memory variable point to an object. Garbage collection when counted memory is freed up automatically. Practical example delete portions. I think if I delete a person one and one, sorry, person two is not defined. So once I deleted it. So the difference count will be same. But if I change any value means it will be changed. I will show you. Yeah, see. By not deleting person one, see here. Let me ask why it is showing. We will show an address memory of size of list is 88 byte. Y means one integer is 8 byte, 4 byte. Where it will store the double of the value. So it is one. Let me take x is equal to 1 means when we run it is 28 byte. Y means it is 64 in 64. Y x equal to 1 is 24 bytes. 24 2D bytes. Uh, Why? Because Python stored everything as an object, not just a value. When you create X2, Python does not store the number one. It is create a Python integer object that include reference count, type of information, actual value, object over Python internal metadata, like one 8 byte, a class type integer 8 byte, value 1 8 byte, other metadata 4 byte, total 28 byte, 64 bytes. 54 means y means string byte will be lesser than integer byte. Therefore, how many bit is one byte? One byte வந்து 8 bits. அப்போ 8 into 8 into 8 64. 64 bit it's called as y. Can be fit in 7 bit. 8 bytes, 1 byte. 8 bits, 1 byte per character. It can be fit in 7 bits. 1 byte, 4 bytes. Oh, let me see. Yeah, have example. Have examples. String is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 46 bit bytes. That means 8 bytes சேர்த்ததான் ஒரு பிட்டு 8 பிட்டு சேர்த்துதான் ஒரு பைட்டு இப்போ 54 பைட்னா அதிகமானது தான். In order to understand how the object and a heap is used, let me take example how stack is used and is used to example. Stack store a variable reference and function called store action object. Stack store reference heap store object. X வந்து இங்க reference பண்ணும். X reference stored in a stack take 8 bytes. Integrate object 5 stored in a heap take 28 bytes. Stack pointer points to heap address. When a function ends, a stack cleared automatically. Integrated object in a heap garbage collection turns to 0. So the result is stored in our main function y equal to 10 y equal to 10. Call stack rows as function call each other. Add this and then per person handles object dictionary. Global scope my person has to read dictionary. This, this now I think memory is also completed. Next we're going to see completed variable and object data types. Variables and data types. First we see what is variable. Variable 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 data it is now down. First of all, variable means it is a place to store a value. It can be any type of value. Next, we can uh, create a variable with any name, but it should be you know alphabet al- alphabet alphabet Hi guys, I'm back. Sorry for late. So what we will do complete the half of the language and uh, the alphabet, alphabet, alphabet. It can contain with number, but it cannot only use numeric or variable assigned variable assigned. Okay. Then uh, for if we giving we assign a variable that time we want space in between the variable we use underscore or hyphen. Example of variable a equal to 10, a equal to 10. Here a is variable and 10 is array. Okay, now we understand what is variable. Variable is in a container. In that container, we can store any type of data type. It can be like int, list, float, or boolean. It can be any type of any type of data types. It can be list, dictionary, data collection also. It can be any type of data collection can be stored. For the container, we want to assign one name that is called as variable name. So the syntax of variable is variable name equal to value value value. So now we understand what is variable. Next, data types in Python. Okay, data types in Python. That's all variable. It is a small topic only. The data types in Python. Data types in Python. Python is a data types in Python are two values. இருக்கேன் ப்ரோ. பரவாயில்ல ப்ரோ. ஆமாம் ப்ரோ. நான் இது வரும். சரி ராஜா. அதான் ஒரு எடுத்துன்னு இருந்தேன். தெரியல ஒயிட்டா வந்துச்சு. எப்படின்னா ப்ரோ இப்போ வந்து நீங்க ஓலா ரன் பண்றீங்கல்ல, அது ரன் பண்ணும்போது ஒரு லோக்கல் ஹோஸ்ட்ல ரன் ஆகும். அதுக்கு ஒரு யூஆர்எல் இருக்கும்ல, அது டிஃபால்ட் யூஆர்எல் வந்து இப்படிதான் இருக்குமா? அதான் ப்ரோ பேக் எண்ட்ல டெவலப் பண்ணோம்ல. அதுதான். இப்போ எப்படின்னா ப்ரோ, இப்போ நீங்க யூஸ் பண்ற ஓலமான்றது வந்து ஒரு ஏபிஐ தானே. நீங்க கேட்பீங்க. அந்த ஏபிஐ வந்து உள்ள போயிட்டு அந்த மாடலுக்கு வந்து இன்புட்டா கொடுத்து ஜெனரேட் பண்ணி அவுட்புட்டா எடுத்துன்னு வருமா? இப்போ அந்த அந்த ஓலமான்றது நம்ம கிட்ட இருக்கு ஏற்கனவே. இப்போ இந்த ரன் பண்ணா அது வந்து ஒரு லோக்கல் ஹோஸ்ட்ல ரன் ஆகும். ஒரு போர்ட்ல. அந்த போர்ட்ட வந்து நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணிப்போம். அந்த யூஸ் பண்ணி அதுக்கு வந்து ஒரு யூஐ கிரியேட் பண்ணி அந்த போர்ட்ட வந்து இன்சர்ட் பண்ணிப்போம். இப்ப நம்ம யூஐல வந்து மெசேஜ் பண்ணா அந்த போர்ட்ல வந்து இன்சர்ட் ஆயிட்டு ஓலாமா வந்து ஜெனரேட் பண்ணி நமக்கு அவுட்புட் வந்து நம்மளோட போர்ட்ல வந்து குடுக்கும். அதுதான் வந்து அந்த ஓலாமாவோட போர்ட் வந்து இந்த போர்ட்ன்னு சொல்லுது. அந்த 114 அப்படின்னு. ஆமாமா. அந்த போர்ட் வழியா தான் நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணிப்போமா. அப்படிதான் அந்த ஓப்பன் வெப் யூஐயும் யூஸ் ஆகுதாம் ப்ரோ. இப்போ நம்ம பேக் எண்ட்ல வந்து நம்மளுக்கு ஏத்த மாரி யூஸ் பண்ணிப்போம். சாட்டு, சைட் பாரு, சாட் ஹிஸ்டரி இதோ இங்க இருக்கு பாருங்க. எண்ட் பாயிண்ட்ஸ். போஸ்ட்ல வந்து சாட், மெசேஜ், மாடல்ஸ்ல வந்து கெட் மாடல்ஸ் பண்ணுவோம். ஃபைல்ஸ் வந்து அப்லோட் பண்ணுவோம். என்ன ஃபைல்ஸோ அந்த போஸ்ட் போடுவோம். ஏபிஎஸ்ல. இதான் ப்ரோ ஃபைல் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர். பேக் எண்டுக்கு இது, ஃப்ரண்ட் எண்டுக்கு தனியா பண்றோம். நம்ம ஃபைல் மட்டும் கிரியேட் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். இன்னும் இது டேட்டாபேஸ் கூட வச்சுட்டு இப்போ நம்ம ஹிஸ்ட்ரிலாம் இருக்குல்ல ப்ரோ. நம்ம என்ன சாட் பண்ணியிருக்கோம் அப்படின்றத சைட் பார்ல பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஹிஸ்ட்ரியா ஸ்டோர் ஆகுதுல்ல. அது டேட்டாபேஸ்ல கிரியேட் பண்ணி தான் பண்ணணுமா. இப்போ நீங்க எனக்கு ஒரு டவுட். நீங்க யூஐல யூஸ் பண்றீங்கல்ல, அப்படி பண்ணும்போது, நீங்க இப்போ யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு அந்த ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிடுறீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கலாம் அந்த போர்ட்ட. திருப்பி அந்த போர்ட்ட ரீஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணும்போது, அந்த ஹிஸ்டரி வந்து அங்கேயே இருக்குமா? அத கேட்கிறேன். அப்படி இருக்குமான்னு நீங்க இப்ப யூஸ் பண்ணதுல? அப்ப அதுக்கு தான் டேட்டாபேஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணணும் போல. இல்ல அப்படி வேணாம். ஒவ்வொரு முறையும் ரீஃப்ரெஷ் பண்ணும்போது தான் ரெடிஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணிப்போம் போல. அதான் அந்த டெம்பரவரி கேச்ல போய் ஸ்டோர் ஆயிக்கும்ல. அந்த மாரி யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். நம்மளுக்கு அந்த சாட் ஹிஸ்டரி எப்பவுமே இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னா வந்து டேட்டாபேஸ் கனெக்ட் பண்ணி நம்ம இது பண்ணிக்கலாம். இதுவே போஸ்ட் பேஸே நியோன்னு ஒண்ணு பப்ளிஷ் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க ப்ரோ. கிளவுட்ல 500 எம்பி ஃப்ரீ அது. எங்க ப்ராஜெக்ட் அதான் யூஸ் பண்றோம். நம்ம அதுக்கு டிப்ளை பண்ணணும்லாம் தேவையில்ல. ஏன்னா அவங்களே கிளவுட் ப்ரொவைட் பண்றதுனால நம்ம அப்படியே டைரக்ட்டா ஆக்சஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். நியோன் நியோன் தான் நினைக்கிறேன். ப்ரோஸ்பெக்ஸ். இவங்க தான் ப்ரோ. சர்வர்லெஸ் தான் இருக்கும் இது. நல்லாவும் இருக்கு இது. இப்போ நம்ம சர்வர்னா டாக்கர்ல போட்டு டிப்ளை பண்ணுவோம்ல டேட்டாபேஸ்ல. அது வந்து இதுல பிரச்சனை இருக்காது. ஏன்னா இவங்களே கிளவுட்ல ப்ரொவைட் பண்றதுனால. நான் உங்களுக்கு அந்த ஃபோல்டர் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் இது அனுப்புறேன். லினக்ஸ் தானே யூஸ் பண்றீங்க நீங்க? இப்போ ப்ராஜெக்ட் லினக்ஸ்லயா இதுல பண்றீங்களா? விண்டோஸ்ல? அப்போ வந்து லினக்ஸ்ல கேட்குறேன் ஃபைல் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர். இப்போ சார்ஜ் ஜிபிடி ஸ்லோ ஆயிடுச்சு ப்ரோ வர வர. கொஞ்சம் சார்ஜ் ஜிபிடி ஸ்லோ ஆயிடுச்சு. ஆ அவங்க அவங்களோட அல்காரிதம் வந்து ஓ ஆஃப் என் ஸ்கொயர்ல தான் ரன் ஆகுதாம் ப்ரோ. ஓ ஆஃப் ஓ ஆஃப் என் ஸ்கொயர்ல தான் ரன் ஆகுதாம். ஆமா. அது வந்து இருக்கிறதுலயே மோசமானதான். இப்போ ஓ ஆஃப் என்ன்றது வந்து ஓரளவுக்கு ஜென்ரலா யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க. ஓ ஆஃப் ஒன்னா வந்து கான்ஸ்டன்ட் அப்படியே அட் அ டைம்ல வரும். ஓ ஆஃப் என் ஸ்கொயர்ன்றது வந்து கொஞ்சம் ஸ்லோ ஸ்லோ இருக்கிறதே ஸ்லோன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். ஒரு அல்காரிதம் பில்ட் பண்றோம்னா. இப்போ 2 ஃபார் லூப் நெஸ்டடா இருந்துச்சுன்னா எப்படி இருக்கும்? ஒவ்வொரு முடிவும் ரன் ஆயிட்டு. அதனால தான் ஒரு லாங் சாட் வந்து நம்ம இப்போ நீங்க ஒரே சாட்லயே ரொம்ப நேரம் மெசேஜ் பண்ணியிருந்தீங்கன்னா லேட் ஆகும் பாருங்க ரொம்ப நேரம் ரீகால் ஆகுறதுக்கு. அதனால தான். அந்த மூவ் ஆஃப் இல்ல ஸ்லோவா இருக்குன்றேன். இருக்கிறதுலயே மட்டமான அல்காரிதம்னா எல்எல்எம் தான் சொல்றாங்க. அவங்க ஆர்டிகல்லயே எழுதியிருக்காங்க. அவங்க பேப்பர்லயே அதான் போட்டிருக்காங்க. என்ன பண்ணலாம்?